All right, buckle up for another deep dive because today we're plunging into the fascinating world of online language learning. Specifically, we're looking at a platform that's been making some significant waves, Prep Play.
Hmm.
If you've ever felt that pull to master a new tongue, maybe for a trip, a career move, or just, because you love a good challenge, then you know how crowded this space can be, and
Yeah.
sometimes, frankly, a bit overwhelming.
It really can be. There are so many options out there.
Exactly. So our mission today is pretty clear. We've got our hands on a stack of sources, including their live language learning platform overview.
Yeah.
And we're going to really unpack how PrepPlay works, what makes its approach genuinely different, maybe even impactful, and highlight those key features that set it apart. Think of this as your shortcut to understanding this specific platform.
And what's really insightful from our sources, I think, is how PrepPly kind of epitomizes this shift in online education.
Yeah.
We're definitely seeing this move away from one-size-fits-all digital courses towards really personalized adaptive learning.
Oh.
And the material really shows how their focus on live human interaction isn't just like a nice add-on. It feels like a strategic answer to this growing demand. It taps into some pretty deep pedagogical ideas for, well, more effective learning.
That's a great way to frame it. So I have to ask you, our listener, have you ever tried to learn a new language online? What was your experience like? Did you find yourself hitting a wall with, say, pre-programmed lessons, or did something really click? Keep that experience in mind as we explore Reply, because its whole approach seems designed to tackle those exact challenges.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's unpack this core concept first, because it feels like the absolute heartbeat of Reply. Unlike, many popular language apps that might lean heavily on flashcards or games or pre-recorded videos.
Right, the self-study stuff.
Exactly. Reply is built around live human-led interaction. We're talking direct one-on-one sessions with an expert tutor. It's a very intentional pivot away from self-study towards guided real-time engagement.
Yeah, and it's more than just like a preference. It feels like a pedagogical choice. It's rooted in how we actually acquire language naturally.
Yeah.
I mean, while those interactive apps are fine for, say, vocabulary drills or basic grammar,
Sure.
the immediate adaptive feedback you get from a real human tutor, that's incredibly effective. Think about the forgetting curve, that natural drop-off in memory.
Right.
A live tutor can spot when you're struggling right at that moment. They can clarify a tricky grammar point or fix your pronunciation instantly. That dramatically cuts down the time it takes for new stuff to actually stick.
Okay, so it speeds things up, potentially.
Potentially, yes.
Yeah.
And it's not just about correction. It's also that crucial social-emotional side of learning. It helps build confidence, accountability. Things of a purely digital interface just, well, can't replicate in the same way.
You're touching on something really critical there, that adaptive part and the social element. It makes so much sense. I mean, when you think about how we learned our first language, right?
Oh.
Constant responsive interaction.
Exactly.
But, okay, practically speaking, how do you actually start this journey with Reply? Let's walk you through the learner's path. Let's make it feel like we're discovering the possibilities together.
Good idea. Where do you begin?
First step, finding a tutor. And here's where it gets particularly clever, I think, for anyone with specific language goals. The search criteria are incredibly extensive. You're not just picking a random teacher. You're really trying to find a suitable match. You can search by language, obviously. They list over 50 languages. That's a massive range.
50, wow. Yeah, from the big ones right down to more niche options.
Right, but it goes way beyond just the language.
And this is where that power of choice really comes in, which is so central to personalized learning, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're not just filtering by language. You can also specify the tutor's price. Tutors set their own rates. So that gives you flexibility depending on your budget and their availability. This part is quite remarkable.
We in 24/7 thing?
Yeah, 24/7 booking. It means you can genuinely find a slot that fits your life, whether you're up early or burning the midnight oil.
That's huge for busy people.
Definitely. And beyond that, the platform lets you narrow down by a tutor's specific specialties.
Okay, like what kind of specialties?
Well, say you need business Spanish, or you're prepping for an exam like IELTS or TOEFL.
Ah, those big standardized English tests.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Often needed for university or immigration. You can find someone with that exact expertise. Conversational practice, teaching kids, it's all filterable.
You can even choose between a native speaker or someone who also speaks your own native language, right?
Yes, which can be a huge help, especially at the beginning, just to ease you in. This level of customization really means the platform adapts to your needs, not the other way around.
That level of control, that granular detail, it does feel really empowering. It's about tailoring the journey. Okay, so let's say you've done your filtering, you've looked at profiles, maybe watched a few intro videos. You have a short list. What's the next critical step? Criply offers something called a trial lesson.
Right, the trial.
This is a crucial first meeting. Often it's at a reduced price. And it lets you essentially test drive the tutor. You meet them, you talk about your goals, what you want to achieve, and maybe most importantly, you see if their teaching style and personality actually fit with you.
And from a learning perspective, the value of this try before you buy thing is immense. Research into effective learning relationships always points to rapport, right? That comfortable dynamic between the student and the teacher, it's paramount.
Makes sense.
So this trial lesson isn't just a formality. It actively builds confidence for the student. It helps ensure you're starting off on the right foot with a productive, comfortable relationship. It really lowers the risk of getting stuck with a tutor who just doesn't click with how you learn, which, let's face it, can be a real stumbling block online.
Yeah, finding that click, building that confidence, that's huge. Especially because language learning, as we know, is often a marathon, not a sprint.
Definitely not a sprint.
So, okay, the trial lesson goes well. You feel that connection. What happens then? You move to Preply's subscription model.
Right.
It seems pretty straightforward. You pick a plan based on how many lessons you want each week, or maybe each month. These subscriptions renew automatically every 28 days, which seems designed to help you maintain consistency, keep the momentum going.
Which is important for language learning. Consistency matters.
Totally. And as we mentioned with the 24/7 availability, you schedule these lessons whenever works for you, fitting it into your life. And where do these lessons actually happen? Do you use Zoom or something?
No. Preply provides its own dedicated space. The Preply Classroom.
Okay, tell me about that.
It's not just like a generic video call tool. It's their own built-in video chat platform, but it's specifically designed for language learning.
So it has special features.
Yeah, it comes equipped with things like a shared whiteboard, great for visual explanations, grammar points, that sort of thing. There's also a chat function for quick notes or vocab, and you can upload materials like PDFs or exercises directly into the session.
Oh, nice. So everything's integrated?
Exactly. It creates this seamless learning environment, keeps everything you need right there in one place, less fiddling around.
That sounds much better than juggling multiple windows or apps.
For sure. And that integrated classroom, it really enhances the whole learning process. Less tech hassle means more focus on the actual lesson. Plus, the platform really emphasizes flexibility. Students can easily reschedule lessons if something comes up. Life happens, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or you can even adjust your subscription plan if your needs change. Maybe ramp up lessons before a trip or scale back during a busy period at work. That adaptability is just vital for keeping people engaged long-term. It makes sure the platform supports you through the ups and downs of your learning journey.
That flexibility really does seem to underpin the whole thing, making it practical for all sorts of learners and lifestyles. Now, stepping back for just a second, let's quickly revisit some of the other key features and, maybe importantly, the vision behind the company. As we've kind of emphasized throughout, the main feature, the heart of Preply, is that focus on one-on-one tutoring.
That direct, live interaction.
Yes, and that super personalized learning experience. And this commitment, it seems, was really foundational. The company was founded back in 2012 by 3 Ukrainian entrepreneurs, Kirill Begay, Serge Lukyanov, and Dmitry Voloshin. Apparently, they saw a gap in the market for exactly this kind of human-led instruction.
And if you connect that to the bigger picture, it's a fantastic example of using technology to enhance human connection, not just replace it.
How so?
Well, Preply isn't just, throwing a list of tutors at you and hoping for the best. They're using AI-powered tools to actually optimize that connection. Our sources specifically mention a machine learning algorithm.
Okay. AI. How does that work in this context?
It helps match students with the tutors who are most likely to be suitable for them. It's not just a basic filter based on, keywords you typed in.
So it's more sophisticated.
Think of it more like a recommendation engine. Maybe like your streaming service suggests movies based on what you've watched. This algorithm learns from successful student-tutor pairings over time. It analyzes factors like maybe a tutor's teaching pace, their methods, even their success rate with students who struggled with certain concepts.
Wow, okay.
It tries to predict a deeper compatibility than just matching schedules or price points. The goal is more effective, more satisfying learning outcomes right from the start. It's quite a clever blend, really.
Okay.
Human expertise, guided by smart technology.
That blending, human intuition plus data-driven insights, That sounds powerful. The algorithm is serving the human connection, making it better.
Exactly, making it more efficient and effective.
And from those beginnings in 2012, PrepHi has clearly grown. They're now seen as a major player in this online language learning market with a truly global presence. It really speaks to that initial vision, constantly refined by tech.
It's quite the journey.
So, wrapping things up, what does this all mean for you as a learner? Maybe you're reflecting on your own past tries with language apps. We've explored how PrepPlay really carves out its own space. It prioritizes that live, personalized, human-led instruction.
Mm.
It's a platform that marries the, invaluable expertise of a dedicated tutor with intelligent tech like that matching algorithm we just discussed. And it's all wrapped up in a super flexible, convenient scheduling system.
A unique combination.
Yeah, a combination that really aims to meet a huge diversity of learning needs, whether you want full fluency or just need to ace an exam or simply hold a confident conversation.
And this leaves us with, I think, a compelling question for you, the listener, to mull over. Thinking back to your own initial thoughts on learning languages online, and now having heard about Priply's very human-centric approach, what do you think is the ultimate value proposition here for someone who really wants to master a new language? Is it mainly the convenience? Is it the deep personalization? Is it just the raw effectiveness of that human interaction? Or is it the smart tech that pulls it all together?
Yeah.
How do you weigh those different elements in your own quest for knowledge, for language mastery? That's something to ponder.
Absolutely. Definitely something to chew on as you consider your next steps, maybe your next linguistic adventure. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into PrepLy and the ever-evolving world of online language learning. We hope you feel a little more informed, maybe a bit more inspired, perhaps even ready to say hello in a brand new way. We'll catch you next time.